Good morning, everyone. It is 5:30 in the morning. Lights have gone out. Hang on. It's 5:30 in the morning. It's Sunday morning. I've had no full night's sleep. I've just been coughing all night, and even cough medicine hasn't stopped it. It's just that dry, tickly cough you can't stop, and it just keeps you awake. So I probably had a couple of hours sleep. So, GoPro strapped to the chest, so we'll see how we do with that today, if I remember to turn it on and stuff. I've only got the one battery, so I'm expecting maybe 45 minutes of footage at the Bootsale, so this time I'll pick and choose what I record. So, let's go get some cash. We'll head to the Bootsale. It's a couple of minutes down the road from me, so yeah, let's do that, and then we will show you what I got afterwards. So, yeah. Okay guys, so it is the evening for me now. It's about 11 o'clock at night, so I'm just going to quickly record a voiceover for this and just talk through a few of my thought processes and stuff as we go through. I've managed to edit together the footage, I think, pretty well. At the end, when I go through what I've bought, I've also included some examples of what things have sold for, what people are asking for them. I just adjusted the camera to just make sure that I get a better view of things. When I go through things, because at the time I wasn't feeling it, as I've told you before in this video, I'm not feeling good. So I went through afterwards and just put up a few examples of things. Not a great deal of stuff, because the problem was I didn't have it in front of me to look things up, and you need to know brand names and exact item names, and it was just a bit of a pain. So back to the actual Bootsale itself. This is the West Ashton Bootsale in near Westbury in Wiltshire. It costs £1 per adult to come in, and then if you're selling it's £3 a car, and £2 of that goes to charity. So yes, it's pretty good. I think they've raised, it's between £85,000 and £90,000 so far in the years which they've been doing it, which is amazing, to be fair. At the moment I'm just sort of looking around, very conscious of the GoPro strapped to my chest. I feel like it's like a beacon, and I'm waiting for somebody to confront me about it, but it doesn't actually happen in the video, so yeah, all for nothing. A lot of these sellers are traders. They're here every week without fail. I recognise majority of them, and because of that, you will find I'm not really paying a great deal of attention, because a lot of the stuff which I would usually go for, I've asked the prices and it's stupid priced. So we will. How much are you asking on your helmet?
So mate, I'm asking 50 for it, mate. It's fairly new. It's like, I think like 380 quid. It's got a light visor and a dark one as well.
So for example, that there, £50 for the helmet. It might be worth it, but I'll be honest, I don't know enough about helmets to warrant a £50 expenditure on a second-hand helmet. It's a little bit difficult. Lovely helmet, but I didn't even look it up. Shoes in the background I should have looked up. I think they were New Balance, but I didn't even see them. I was coasting around at this point, and I missed out a few things which I've noticed. later on, so the footage jumps a little bit because I'm unsure about how the GoPro works, whether when a battery runs out it shuts down the footage and keeps it good, or if it will just power off and corrupt everything. So because of that, I do a number of cuts. Basically, I'll stop it and then start it again within a few seconds, just to make sure that I capture everything. I'll do a few experiments with it and see what happens when power goes off on it. Like I said, this is all new to me, so I'm not sure. Again, I think first 2 to 3 rows are usually dealers, so you won't get much interaction between me and them. There's just you just learn over the years. This guy's quite amusing. Every week he's here. And I think we all get them in our Bootsales. He goes from car to car asking, got any video games, got any video games, got any video games. Seems to be alright, I suppose. I think I see him later on. I think he buys a Nintendo GameCube. And I think the GameCube itself, he's told it's broken, it's not working. 2 controllers, one of them wasn't even official. And then 3 games, one Zelda, I think Zelda Twilight Princess, and one Super Mario game. I paid £60 for it, and I know he sells everything on eBay. And I just don't understand how he makes the money on it. It's confusing to me how he can make money on that deal. How much is your Xbox?
It's not full, it's literally just the console, as in...
Just the actual console on its own?
Yeah, it's not got... it's an angle grinder.
So yeah, this Xbox caught my eye. I've had a lot of bad luck with Xboxes over the years, so I'm very wary of them. I think this model's a 250 gig model. Not massively interested in buying it. I'm not there today really. I'm there in body but not in mind. So I think I throw out an offer for this. I think she's asking £10 and I throw out an offer and I wait to see if she takes the offer or not.
Literally just the...
How much are you asking for him?
10. It's got... I do have somewhere in there what's it? Handset without the battery.
Handset.
Well.
Oh, what, a controller?
Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
This guy frustrates me a bit, and all people like this frustrate me a bit when I think he starts going through her car at one stage. Does that have all the wires, or?
I do have a bag of wires. I just found it in the loft. It's been up there for so long. Squished it in somewhere, the bag.
I'm of the belief that if something's out in the open, you can ask for it, but I wouldn't do what he's doing now. That is, to me, that's an invasion of privacy. That's your personal space. You don't go through somebody's car unless you're invited to do it. And he's just having a little rummage around in there, and that I don't agree with that. Same as I don't agree with swarming people. And unfortunately, sometimes that is what happens. This Bootsale's not as bad.
Would you do 8 on it? How long do you call a long time in the attic?
Well, it's not that long, I suppose. It's not.
Well, as you can see, I made her an offer there, and what I've realised looking back is I cut her off before she answered, and I didn't even follow up on it. In fact, I let it go to our friend who's running back with a red bag now.
I wouldn't have that.
And as you'll see, he'll swarm around, and
You got any Xbox 360 games?
as soon as this guy on the left here, and then our friend will whiz around and ask about the Xbox. Ready?
Yeah.
Now TV box.
There we go. And I just walk away at this point. I can't be dealing with it. When I started out, I used to do a lot of video games. In fact, that was what I started in. Started doing mainly Nintendo stuff, and I made a lot of money doing it at the beginning. And then more and more people got into it, and then COVID hit. And actually, during COVID, I took a big step back from doing eBay because sourcing opportunities were limited, and I was more focused on work. The overtime at my work was there, and there was nothing else to do, so I was just working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. So I actually sort of took a break from eBay during COVID.
Let's go back to the beginning again, see if there's anything there.
And yeah, it used to be good, and I probably could have made a lot of money during the time during COVID, but then all of a sudden everybody decided to start doing video games and consoles and stuff like that, and people have cottoned on to prices, and prices to buy have gone up and prices to sell have gone down, and margins have closed up a bit. So unless I get something for a good deal, and unless it's in front of me, I don't really go for it. As you can see, our friend on the right there, he's picked up that Xbox. So I just focus on other things now. I watch many different YouTube channels, from Nick and Andrea Hills to Retro Reselling George Ross, the Brum Reseller, the Vinegar Jar. We'll see now. Sales of the Unexpected, I think he is now. And I just pick up on all different things. I started watching Chatty Pete, and I'm looking to get into clothing, as I've mentioned in the past, but it's a very foreign concept to me, looking for clothes. There's a lot you have to know about, and you can make some big mistakes very easily. So just slowly getting into it. Yeah, it's going good. I've got a big variety of things which I sell, but I would say my specialty is it's probably hi-fi equipment. That's where I would focus if car boot sales aren't on.
Morning, pal. How are you?
I go towards hi-fi equipment.
Yeah, I'll have a look at them in a bit. God, I love that. Yeah, I'll come back round in a bit. I'll have a look.
So yeah, that guy was offering me children's DVDs all brand new. They're not really worth anything. And he's tried to catch me for the last few weeks now, trying to get me to buy them off him. And he hasn't taken no for an answer, so nowadays I just say, I'll come back around in a bit, and then the next week I'll just say I forgot, sorry. So. I don't think I've even picked anything up yet. I don't think my first pickup comes for a little bit. I will, spoiler, I will say I do pick up a few things today. I'm saved by my regular guy.
It'll be everywhere.
Some sipping brew. But at the moment this is all still dealers. What they end up doing is they park up and then they go have a look around and buy stuff, and then about 7:30, they put all their stalls out, and then they sell the stuff which they bought off other people cheap. So I mean, I can't fault them for it. Everyone makes their money from it, so it's no different from me going around and then buying stuff and selling it on eBay. But to me, I feel it's a bit wrong selling things you've bought without a car boot sale on your own stall. I feel at least way today. Here's one of my biggest misses of the day. I don't know why. I know why, I just wasn't thinking. This lovely chair on the right there, the flowery retro design. I don't think it even processes in my brain, or it does, because I know I mention it later on. But I don't even look at it. I think I'm more interested in the Kenwood behind in the box. And I should have done some research, and I just didn't, because I think there was money in this.
I have got the mixer to do with that.
How much are you asking for them all?
I want £100 for it.
I reckon I could have probably got that from her for 70. The chair, in that design, I mean, yeah, there is a bit of paint chip and everything, but it looked, the fabric looked good. I think it's got the wooden handles as well, yeah, the wooden handles. I reckon I could have got 30 for that singular chair, because it's a real nice, bright and vibrant one. I just don't even, and even that thing which she's just brought out, the little trolley thing, that's got the 3 wheels to go up the steps easier. I mean, that's probably quite valuable as well. But I think for the first hour I wasn't even really awake enough to deal with anything or anyone. In reality, I should have turned the camera on at my first pickup and then recorded from then on, because I was a little bit more awake, a little bit more energetic. You get my lovely rendition of whatever song was going through my brain, whatever I heard on the radio on the way in.
No, not playing.
There's a friend who's just passed us asking what video games again. My pattern of walking around is I will walk down a line and then go past the new ones, and then I'll go back to the one which I just went through, and I'll sort of do a loop around the last two or three lines, because people bring stuff out all the time, and yeah, it's done me pretty good actually in the past. I just had a quick cut because I think I was checking the battery. I'm just moaning a bit. It wasn't that bad, to be fair. It was cool, and it was a bit windy, but not as bad as I'm making out. I just think I'm in a little bit of a whiny, what be saying words which will get me in trouble. But yeah, I was just whining a bit moany, a bit groany. Oh, sorry. I would cut that out. I'd probably find a way to dampen that cough in the post-processing. Yeah, if you look, I'm just going back through the last row again. I think in this video you probably see me go up and down this row alone 3 times. And this is just, everyone gets these at the car boot sales. You know instantly who the traders are. You get the tools, you get the crafts. This one here, I think the guy had a tuner and a DVD player. DVD player I wasn't interested in, and to be fair, the tuner, I have so many of them, they don't sell for that much. Not really worth my time, so I don't even bother asking about it. I know that £10-15 at the end of it. I mean, even if I was to price it higher, I usually take an offer because it's just annoying having it in the locker. And I'd rather have that slot taken up by a CD player or an amplifier, which will be 3 or 4 times the value. I am sorry about the coughing and spluttering. And as you can see, that chair is gone. That disappeared. And I did notice it eventually. I think if I'd have seen it on this round, I would have picked it up on this round, but as you know, if you wait, it's gone. If you second guess something, it's gone. So, but if you have any comments, guys, just put them in the comment section. I mean, I'm unsure on how to do this because I am going to get another battery. Obviously, I've got the storage on the GoPro to film probably about 10 car boot cells. I think this one only took out 30 gigs of the 256 gig memory card. 256 or 128, I can't remember. So yeah, if you want to see a full sort of unedited thing, I can do that. Or I can do highlights and snapshots of the stuff I buy. This is just a tester. I think this entire video is probably about an hour long, so it is quite a long video. Or even I can probably do two things: do a full video and then perhaps like an abridged highlights or something like that, maybe. I do apologise, I'm moaning in the video and I'm moaning on the voiceover as well. So I think I still haven't even picked anything up yet. I think we're about half an hour in and I haven't picked anything up. Actually here, this is all faces I recognise.
Good morning, Mr. Fox. Morning.
Morning.
It was far too energetic for me. My friend looks like he's found some Nintendo DS's. I figured I'd inquire and just see how much they were asking, just for curiosity more than anything. He's sticking around on his phone, so...
How much are your Game Boys, bud?
So, I think he's, well, but they're 40 quid each.
As you heard, they were £40 each, so there's no profit in there at all.
There's a Game Boy Advance SP and a Game Boy Advance. It's £80 for both, or £40 for each one. Do you want to get that? No, okay.
His shirt looked genuine. It was a good size, but I think I asked him and I think he says £10 for it. And again, it's one of those things I don't know enough. Although I was starting to wake up a bit here, I still wasn't awake enough to be looking things up properly and all that. I mean, he seemed to have some nice clothing here. But he seems to know his prices. So.
Sorry, on a tenner for that, right?
And yeah, his prices were just a little bit too high for me.
Too expensive for me, too expensive for me.
But yeah, I should have looked up that football shirt, so that was my mistake. You'll see a lot of mistakes today from me. So it's not a great opener for the GoPro footage, but hopefully you'll see better from me over the coming weeks. I recognise on the right here that blue thing on the ground. That is a new car. It's not someone I've really seen here before, so I'm starting to get to the people who've turned up, with new stuff rather than just the traders with the same old things. so I'm sort of hanging back, hanging around. I'm not going to go diving in the cars. Like I said, I'm not into all of that. I'll hang back, and if I do see something, I'll speak up. But most of the time, I'll wait because I'm just not a fan of doing that. And don't get me wrong, at some car boot says you have to do that. I think Whitchurch, which is a Saturday one, if you're not running around, you won't get anything. There's a swarm of people who will go in and ask for everything you can imagine: hi-fi equipment, Lego, video games, everything. And it's just a nightmare there. Whereas this one's a lot more relaxed. Although there is still people going around, it's not every person is swarmed, luckily. So I think a helmet has just caught my eye. It looks new to me.
How much is your helmet?
I recognise the symbol on top from when I was riding pit bikes. This is the Fox Flight cycling helmet. And as you heard, she wants 5 for it, so it's a large, so it's a decent size. Just quickly do my due diligence and have a quick glance. Make sure that I'm not about to make a mistake. Just a quick glance tells me it's a good brand.
That's it, mate, yeah.
Is it new, do you know, or?
She didn't hear me at all.
Fliminac.
And instantly on the left, she brings out Nerf Guns and they get swapped.
How much are your guns each?
£1.
And this guy on the left will put them straight back on his stall.
Yeah, mate, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So I managed to get that for 4, get a pound knocked off. It's more because I had my eye on something else she has here as well. So I want to just sort of get things warmed up with a sale. He gets these guns for a steal on the left here.
Lovely, thank you very much.
No problems.
And how much are you selling your men for?
Oh,
Like these?
50p,
Do you have any more Nerf guns or men?
No, I think that's all there is, to be fair.
What's in the Cabot's world?
It's a pair of riding boots.
Oh, right.
Sorry?
So I quickly have a look at these just to make sure they are what I think they are. Cabot's Wood. I don't know why it's a Cabot's World. But yeah, it's Cabot's Wood. And it's, yeah, it's sort of £50-60, so...
Unless they're in there, I don't know.
Can I take a look at them? Sorry.
The boots?
Yeah. I don't want to fight with everyone else.
No, that's fair enough. They're brand new, they've never been worn.
How much are you asking?
30 for those, they cost me 60.
And they look lovely. They're nice boots. Still got the tags on there. They haven't, you can see obviously they haven't been worn, I think.
Should we do 20?
Not just yet, I've just arrived. I would like 30 for them. And they did cost me 60 and now brand new.
So I'll try for 20.
A lot of it, like, yeah.
I'm laughing at this guy because I've heard his little purchase pitch before.
So, £8.
He knows he's got to steal for them,
7?
and he still asks
Yeah,
for
go on
7.
then.
Do you have a carrier?
It's hilarious. It really is hilarious. He's probably got over £100 of Nerf Guns there, which is why, like I said, I'm giggling away. And the guy in the red cap as well, or the red thing cap, he's also a dealer as well. Buys toys a lot. So in this case, I didn't even go near any of that because it's just not worth my time to fight. If I'm ill, I'll start getting angry if they start pushing. So stay out of the way, do my own thing.
Joel, I'm asking 10 for that one. Yeah.
Do 25?
30.
I tried.
I just arrived.
I did try.
Oh, perfect, lovely, thank you. She's got like bits in there, chairs, a miniature version of her as well.
Yeah, go on, I'll take them.
So I figured for 30, if I can get 60 for them, there's not going to be a great deal of profit, maybe 15, maybe £20, but I figured let's go for it. I didn't have a great deal on there, and I think, like I said earlier, I was a bit pressured with the GoPro on me, sort of big brother over my shoulder.
Perfect, lovely, thank you very much.
Thank
I would have, if I was a little bit more awake,
You'll be able to go home in a minute.
looked at that doll, because I think that doll was worth buying if it was £10. But I made some first sales, which is, some first buys, which is nice. So I'm just quickly checking the camera battery. And just making sure the footage stays secure. And I've just seen some games. Quickly count the counters because usually most games have a 6-player limit, so there's 6 counters in there. I figure
How much are your games?
the risk to buy. I just thought I was going £2 each. I did spot another game inside the bag.
Do 5 for the 3? You got a breast of British in there, haven't you?
Breast of British
It's just a...
instead of best of British.
I only got that the other day.
That's lovely, thank you.
So I take that for £5.
It is. It's cold today.
I know, I'm hoping it's going to warm up. I keep seeing the sun make an appearance behind the clouds, so the things come out.
I'll be honest, I thought that was still the moon at the first.
Don't tell me that.
Oh.
Sun will be out at some point. Probably when we all go home.
Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's great.
That's lovely.
Thank
Thank you very much.
I'm starting to wake up a bit, starting to get a bit more relaxed and into it. And because of that, obviously I'm making some more purchases. Nothing groundbreaking, nothing amazing, but you know, at least we're getting something. It's not going to be a complete washout today, which was what I was worried about. And more people are starting to come in, getting more cars, so... I'll swap these skateboards on the ground here. Kryptonics, I think they are. Kryptonics. And I have a quick glance just to make sure, because there's newer ones which aren't worth anything, and I just want to see if these have any value to them. And straight away I can see that the brand name is good.
How much are your little mini skateboards?
She's asking £2 each, and I don't even try and haggle. I'll take them both for £2 each.
So I'm on your way.
After all, seeing that the wheels alone go for £10, I'm not going to ever lose out on them.
And your football boots? Have you?
Yeah.
Any?
I was hopeful here, but unfortunately, as soon as I saw the first pair come out, I saw that they were all kids, and
The all kid sizes, or?
They are all kids, yeah.
I'm not really
Four
interested
for
in
the,
the kids when they
skateboards.
stick around too long, and they're nowhere near as valuable. If they were adults ones, I would have probably taken a lot of.
I'll let you get set up.
Because their prices seemed pretty fair, pretty good. if you notice, when I see something, I try and have a quick look at it before I start asking prices. Now, don't get me wrong, that does waste my time sometimes when they ask too high a price, but it means that I can keep a conversation going. I can you can build a bit of momentum and start a decent negotiation quickly. And it's worked out for me in the past, rather than asking the price, walking away, them seeing you on their phone, then going back and offering. I'd rather just go straight in with a rough idea of how much it's worth, and be able to negotiate instantly. That's just my way of doing things. If you notice the way I ask for things as well, I try not to be specific. So those skateboards, I ask how much are the skateboards. I don't ask how much the Kryptonics are or anything like that. If you
29% battery.
29% battery, as I just said. If you're very specific, people think that in their minds it's a little bit more valuable, and they usually put a higher price on it. If you just ask a broad, how much are the games, how much are the like skateboards, how much are the shoes, a lot of the time you can get a lower price than if you just say how much are the Nikes, you know, how much is the Mario or something. That's just my way of thinking. Whether it's right or not, I don't really know. But it's always worked for me, and I've managed to get pretty good prices for a lot of things. And here I am with a beautiful rendition of something. I do need to start looking into plushes a little bit more, and kids' toys, because I know that there's a lot of money in it. I just don't. They take up a lot of room in my mind, and they don't usually. There's some rare cases where they are, but overall, to me, I think of plushes as sort of like a £10 to £15 range. I suppose you can get them cheap enough, 50p each, £1 each. Not worried about about them breaking, but the good thing about doing eBay and doing what we do is that there's always another market or another niche for you to expand into. There's always something which you can look at. I mean, let's be honest, I've probably walked past 1,000 different items here alone, which I could have made decent money on if I'd known about them. So it's good. You're always learning, and that's probably the best tool in your arsenal, knowledge. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can sort of get a gist of things as you're walking around.
Oh, pal, you got to run around if you want games.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I think that guy.
You'll see a guy with a bag running around to every new car, so you won't get much. I've given up on that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I think that guy was starting to go around asking for games at cars, and I was like, no, but it's too late. The other guy's well ahead of you. Oh, sorry. I was trying to hold that off. So yeah, you sort of you sort of get an idea of when to look something up and see if it's worth it. I mean, I've been doing this on and off now for a good 10 years. There's my phone. I think that's my dear old mother. She always likes to phone up and ask how I'm doing at the Bootsales. I think she lives vicariously through me, which is always amusing. Still not a great deal here. I got a few little bits in the trolley, but overall, nothing much. Like I said, my guy saves me. The guy who I've been going to for the last few weeks for new items, he saves the day really. Unfortunately, I think the camera battery dies before he even pulls up. Or I think he might have pulled up and I think he said something to me, I can't remember, something like scoundrel or rascal or something like that, and we have a bit of a banter before I go around to him. I let him set up first because there's no point rushing him. He's got so much stuff there, I can pick and choose and just, yeah. So, again, I think I've been down this row about 3 times now in this single video. The smell of the food frying in that thing was absolutely driving me mad. I think I actually, afterwards I sneaked off to McDonald's for a breakfast before I went home. Didn't make me feel much better, in fact I'd say it probably made me feel worse. I'm starting to get cars in with people who've, you know, new sellers or you know, casual sellers, people who just turn up for the day, never early. You know, these are the guys where you sort of make the most money off of them. I always try and make a habit of looking at these sort of tractors and stuff because if it's branded like John Deere or Massey Ferguson or something like that, they can be worth quite a bit of money. You get a general idea by the weight. If it's a nice, heavy, sturdy toy, have a little look at it, and yeah, they're worth a lot of money. They can be. The bigger, the better, obviously, and the more details, the better. But that was just a cheapy, plasticky thing, nothing valuable to it. I'm actually wanting to look at the paperweights here because in the locker I actually have a paperweight which is worth a few hundred. I'm doing a bit of research into it. I can't remember the name of it, but I remember the design. The design's quite striking. So I'm having a quick glance to make sure that they haven't got anything like that there. And again, it's just something you just pick up. And in doing the research for this paperweight, I think I had about 10 paperweights, none of them really worth much except for this one. I see that a tablet's gone out, so I'm having a look at it now. And I know I can get about £30 to £40 for it depending on the condition. So I have a quick look and see what it is.
How much is your tablet?
40.
40.
It's new. It's been factory reset.
Yeah.
And all the gubbins is
In there.
Yeah, she's asking 40 for it, which is far too much for me.
You go right phone and see if
what
that's
I would sell it for.
After.
I'll just make up the excuse that I'll see if that's what she's after.
I might turn this one upside down now.
And put it back and walk away.
Right, thank you.
Interesting.
I'm not carrying anything, can't be bothered with that.
Except for that large wedge of cash.
It's amusing how many comments I get about the trolley. People are quite taken by it until they hear how much the blimmin' cost. I was shocked by how much these things cost.
Morning.
Yeah, so I'd say this car Bootsale was a bit dry this week. I might try somewhere else next week. I might head over to Lansdowne in Bath, or there's also one in Laycock as well. I mean, there's a few different ones around, so I have options. But yeah, we'll see. I'll definitely hit this one up. So I think next weekend, depending on the weather, I'll aim for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday Bootsale. If it's nice, perhaps do Whitchurch, this West Ashton one, and maybe a Lansdowne or a Laycock one. Do a triple header. No, nothing interesting. If you see something I missed, guys, then put it down in the comments, and yeah, if you can, a timestamp of when it was, and I will look it up and have a look, because I mean it helps me out to be able to look at new things, and I can guarantee I've missed a lot of stuff. Like I said, there's so many different avenues you can go into, everything from books to jewellery to models, plushes, clothes. There's so many categories, there's so much money spread around that there's definitely room for everyone to make a profit in a car boot sale. So yeah, if you do see something, just let me know, and I'd really appreciate that. Again, any comments or anything on the video, anything I'm doing wrong, anything you'd like to see, yeah, just put it down in the comments and I'll do it. I think a couple of videos ago, a guy was saying about asking about footage of boot sales, and that very day I bought a GoPro. So, you know, I do listen to it when I can, and I'd like to, you know, put out good quality content which people want to see. So. I think we're coming to the end of the footage now, because I'm pretty sure the last clip I did, it wasn't very long. I think the battery died and it cut it off, so... Oh, excuse me.
They're face spray.
It's very difficult talking through this, doing a voiceover and trying to find things to talk about. So if you do hear some silences, that's just me thinking. I apologise for that. And I think here I spot these two cars on the left here, the first one here, and then the Seat behind it. These are my regular people I buy off of.
Morning, hooligan.
Yeah, hooligan, he calls me.
Hello. New stock?
Hey.
New stock today?
Yeah, but nothing I think will interest you.
No?
He says that every week, nothing which will interest you, and then he'll call me over later on and say, oh, I got this, and he'll pull out boxes upon boxes out of his car. So there is a real good bit of banter, decent negotiations and stuff. So
Isabel, we don't hang the hangers on the hangers.
well, I think we are coming up to the very end of the footage. I'm just looking at the timeline in the editing software, and it looks like we're coming up to the end of it. So we will pass on through now to me in the car. Okay, so we are back at the locker, and it's 5 to 9, I think it is. I am exhausted. I only had a couple of hours sleep last night, as I said earlier. I did use the GoPro. I don't know what footage I've got. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I will check it out when I get home later, and well, after I had a bit of a nap first. And I will go through it and see what I got. It ended earlier than I wanted. The battery didn't last. I think the battery may have lasted about 40 minutes. So I should have put it on a little bit later in the day. But I have picked up a fair bit of stuff. I got a boot full. I went to my guy, who I've been to the last few weeks, to pick some stuff up. So we're going to the locker. I'll get it all set up on the table. I'll just quickly go through it all. Probably not going to go into too much detail with it. So I'm not feeling great. So yeah, I'll see you in the locker. Hi guys, so we're inside the locker. Where are these bloody things? Stay. Right, okay. I've picked up a fair old bit. Yeah. I'm just looking at it and thinking about all the work I gotta do. So I'll flip you around and this is what I've got. So, you might have seen these on the thing, I can't remember. Paid £5 for the 3 of these. It's been a long time since I've done these sorts of things. I don't like going through and checking all the cards and everything, but I'll do it for this one. So, I don't know, £12 a pack, maybe £10 a pack, plus postage, so not a great deal of money. These ones are Cabot's Wood riding boots, brand new, with tags. I paid 30 for them, so I paid up quite a bit. Minimum 60 plus shipping, so yeah. Sorry, I'm not up for it today. I'm really not feeling well, so if I sound a bit dejected and down and a bit then you know what it is. Back to this. Paid £25 for all of these figures, all brand new ones. Are they worth it? I don't know. I don't know what I'm buying here, to be honest. So was it 10? Yeah, 10, £2.50 each. They got to be worth it, I suppose. Then I got a load of these sorts of things. I got like there was a money box. I got Vespa mugs. That's a Ghostbusters. I think it's Green Lantern. Justice League of America canisters and giant mugs. Works out approximately 80p to £1 an item here for all of this. So I got like what's this? Shot glasses, yeah, mini shot glasses. There's mini mugs. A lot of it is sun faded. I got egg cups, yeah, egg cups. Barba Papa, whatever the hell this is. Glasses. And they're nice. I tell you, they've got some blooming weight to them. They really have quite a bit of weight. That's really nice as well. It's like an accessory dish or an ashtray or something. Some Volkswagen stuff, and yeah, some more Volkswagen coasters because they're actually pretty good. Heat changing mug, another glass. That's a bookends, brand new, and I think that's Haynes mugs. Yeah, Haynes mugs, and I think underneath it's Mickey mugs, I think. Yeah, Mickey Mouse mugs. And then we got, I think it's a brand new, it looks new, Fox helmet. So I paid, I think it was £4 for that. That'll probably go for about 30 to 35. This actually I picked up from charity shop yesterday. It's a Amplicoms TV 2400. It's to hear the TV better. Paid £10 for that, although, yeah, £10. There's one up for 50 at the moment, so I don't mind undercutting him. Even if I only get like £30 for it, it's worth it. So, value-wise, I don't really know. It's difficult on a lot of this. If we were to average, very roughly £10 an item for all these mugs and stuff. Some will be slightly more, some will be slightly less, some will be $8.99, some will be $12, $15, something like that I expect. So yeah, is it worth it? I don't really know. I was just so tired and I was just throwing things into a trolley, and as she was oh sorry, I also got these, which you would have seen. I forgot all about these. 2 Kryptonics torpedo skateboards. I think, I don't know if they are like the original 2013, I think they're showing. So I have a feeling, looking these up, I think they go for £25-30 each, and I paid £2 each for them. So hopefully it's worth it. Easy lists, multiple listings on some of it, so it's pretty easy. Yeah. Yeah, works about, we'll say £1 an item. Sorry. So if we say I get back £10 an item, obviously that's £1 fees, £1, sorry, £1.30 fees, £1 for the item itself, so that's £2.30, £3 for shipping on most of this. So it's probably about £3 an item profit, which isn't much. It really isn't much, but it's easy packs, easy listings, easy sales, hopefully. So what's that? It's got to be what? 50 items, maybe. So a couple of £100 profit. Yeah. Sorry. So yeah, this is what it is. Hopefully the Bootsale footage came out good. I don't know. I'm just gonna throw this together and get this out ASAP because I'm tired. So I'll probably do that this evening and get it out maybe Monday, hopefully. But yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired and I'm not well, so I don't do well when I'm not well. Yeah, too many wells. So yeah, this is what I've picked up, guys. I will. I'll give you an update. You'll most likely see some of this pop up in future videos. I mean, like some of the Hot Wheels stuff and all that is sold this weekend. I've got some selling for like $12.99, and I've also got a bag selling. I think a Sesame Street one, which is sold, and there's a few other bits. So it will pop up in future sales videos. Yeah, sales videos for what I've actually got for the items, and maybe once I start getting through a portion of it, we will discuss profits and stuff. For the bags, for instance, I think every bag I sell, or sorry, the next bag I sell will be profit, and then everything else is pure profit on that, because I sold a shower curtain for 20 plus shipping, and then I've sold a Sesame Street bag for $21.99, I think it is. So the next bag will be profit, and then I've still got 36 bags left, plus other stuff there. The Hot Wheels, we're at 25, 30, 40, 50. I think the Hot Wheels, the next $7.99 car will cover everything which I paid for that. So the rest of that will be profit, which will leave about 75 cars of pure profit. Coasters, I've had some watchers and stuff, but nothing yet. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of this stuff sat throughout most of the year until Christmas, to be honest, and I'm not too bothered by that. It's not going to take up a massive amount of room. I can just put it aside, and to be honest, anything really good I might even send into Amazon or something. Anything which is left, worst comes to worst, I can take to a car boot, so I'll probably get a couple of quid for, like any of these mugs or anything which isn't shifting here. So no matter what, I'll always get my money back, and that's my minimum aim, to get my money back. Yeah, so we will see what happens. I might have a look up at some of these and see if they are actually worth anything and put them in at the moment. Star Trek, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not feeling it today, guys. I'm really not. So I apologise for that. I will. Have I got Kirk? I have got Admiral Kirk. Sorry. Distracted. So. Yeah. I will. I'll get on with this, and I'll. Shiver. No, I won't get on with this. I'm going to shut the locker up, and I'm going to go home. I'm going to get back into bed with my wife, and she's going to warm me up, and I'm going to just pass out because I am dying here. So yeah. Thanks a lot, guys. Hopefully next week I'll be feeling a lot better, or hopefully just Monday when I'm doing the sales video I'm feeling a lot better. I've actually made a start. Yesterday I did a lot of video editing related stuff, so I've actually made a real good start on the sales video already. So I've already pre-done everything from Thursday, so that's already done. I'm just, once Monday's done, I'll get that straight on there and get that finished off and get that up hopefully earlier this week, because I don't want it to take a week for you guys to get the video. I want things out as soon as possible, so I'm hoping I can have everything out at the beginning of the week this week, videos wise. So yeah, I will I'll talk to you soon. Have a good one, guys. Bye.